Hi everyone. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. It's my mic sensitivity just a little bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Hey everyone, how's your day been? We're gonna continue our BDSP playthrough, the Nuzlocke. Now, I know I said I was going to grind off screen, and I kinda did that, like, a little bit. Not a whole lot, though. I think it just goes to show, like, that in truth, I'm very lazy. I think right now where we're at, let's see. Okay, I got Culture Chimp to evolve. So I believe, yeah, we can actually get stabbed from the fighting moves now. And he knows Mach Punch, so that's good too. Um, uh, Momo is level, almost level 14. So level 14's our cap. Because Rourke has a level 14 Cranidos, it's his highest level Pokemon, and one of the rules I had was we can't go over the gym leader's highest level Pokemon. Um, I'm planning on just, like, tanking Rourke's, team with, with Sinful Slayer. Mostly because, Sinful is not weak to ground or rock. I had this plan to, like, get Sinful burnt, before I went into the fight so I could activate Guts. But then I thought about it some more and I was like, man, like, it's gonna take me so long to find a Ponyta in the grass. And then his Cranidos also has Mold Breaker, which, like, made me, like, afraid that, made me afraid that, like, I was like, oh, what if, does Moldbreaker reset guts? Like, I don't know. So I wasn't sure about that. So I suppose we're just going to go in with this, and then hopefully everything works out for us. I brought Kudaketa with me as like I like a, I don't know, like a worst case scenario in case I need to take like a hit or something. But I think I'll be okay with this team. I'm gonna try to body it with Sinful, and then if that doesn't work, I guess we'll just have to like back up into Culture Champ, even though that I don't really want to do that, because if I lose Culture Champ, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay. I think I have enough potions. Oh, yeah, I have like 16. Okay. Do I have any battle items? I have an X defend. I could use that. That might be relevant. Okay, I do not want to mess with the gym trainers, so I'm gonna go the long way. Controlling in a 3D space. Okay. So yeah, did you guys ever notice, have you ever noticed that his name is a pun on Rourke? Kind of like a Berg situation. Kind of, Berg is supposed to be a pun on bug. Like, tee-hee. Very funny. Then again, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of gym leaders tend to be, like, have some kind of pun for, their name. Okay. Now, I don't think there's too much that the Geodude can do to me right now, so I'm gonna throw out a focus energy there. Hope for some good crit luck. Okay, well, that might be a problem later. I don't think Geodude's actually that heavy, so I guess we'll go for a low sweep. Why was he faster than me? That was a... Oh, please tell me if it had sturdy. It didn't? Oh my god. That just actually didn't do enough damage. That's really depressing. No. Okay, well, he's gonna do that, but it's not really that important. At least he used his potion now and not, like, on his Cranidos later. And now his Geodude's definitely slower than me. Alright, good so far. I've been a lot busier the past few days. It's, okay, Onyx has got to be really heavy, so... But I'm pretty sure it is sturdy. It's midterms right now for a lot of students. And I've got a job where I work with students, so I provide tutoring services, so I've been mostly dealing with that, I think. Just having to, you know, like, look at their essays and that kind of stuff. Okay, these rock throws, like, aren't even relevant. Now here's the scary Pokemon, the Cranidos. I'm not too stoked about his Cranidos busting his headbutt out at me, especially since that can flinch me. I want to guess that he's gonna go for the Leer, though. I'm gonna try to outread him. Oh, he just went straight for the headbutt. What? Oh, it was a crit. Okay. Thank goodness. I wonder by what percentage focus energy increases your crit chance. Is it by like a lot, or? Because if it's not, then like that we got kind of lucky there. There he goes. So baby girl. It's not just me, right? Like, Rourke is low-key kind of baby girl in this game. Like, in his losing animation, where he does, like, the little jump back and then, like, the tsundere hand on the hip with, like, the adjusting his glasses. That's like baby girl behavior. Swear I'm not crazy. Or maybe I am, but then everybody just agrees with me anyways. Actually, I think there's a lot of people, or a lot of men in this game that I think are very baby girl-esque. I noticed that a lot with the NPCs, like a lot of the male NPCs. I thought that they had very baby girl energy. And I swear to God, there was like another gym leader too that like I thought this about. I don't know who it was though. I think Sinnoh was just full of baby girls. It's got a lot of people's scrunglies in it. I think that Riley, he's kind of like the original scrungly in a way. Like I think he's like the precursor to a lot of other like Pokemon scrimblows that people tend to really like. Oh god, what is it now? If you can hear sounds from outside, I'm sorry. I can't really close my windows because it gets roasting in here. And then my AC is like 10 times as loud. So this is just better. I did not pay attention to a single thing that he said. I'm pretty sure I fought everything in here. Now we did that, which means that we can use Rock Smash now, actually. I don't really think there's any items that we can get down here that are really that relevant, but it doesn't hurt to check. Maybe there's like a TM or something. I already got my encounter in here though, so it'd be good to not run into anything. Cool, I don't have any repels. Maybe I can't even buy those, but I can give this to somebody. I guess this would only benefit Kudaketa right now. Yeah, to recap, like, for natures later, Saku has got an attack decreasing nature, which is not ideal, but, you know, not the worst in the world. I won't die. I'm pretty sure... Oh, Moo has a bad nature because of the minus special attack, minus defense. That's pretty bad. I think everybody else has a decent or, you know, generally usable nature. I mean, I guess I could always Dupe's Claws and try to get, like, a better Pokemon later, but that might just be too much effort. Thank God that they took away the HMs. Ah, shit. God damn it. And then we just run into some shit. A rock. You know, whenever I hear Machops cry, I can only think about how it's like the same as like 2 other Pokemon. Like, I think it's like Omanite and like another Pokemon. It's like the exact same. And I remember that this is because it's because, like, I think back then they only had like a couple of sound bites to work with, so it wasn't uncommon to just like have multiple Pokemon with like the same cries, because that was just easier. I think another one is a Charizard. Does this lady fight us or no? Okay. Charizard. God damn it. Charizard, Rhyhorn, and like a third one maybe? I know for sure Charizard and Rhyhorn have the same cry, except one is just slowed down. Fuck. I think they changed that in like the recent games though. Like I think Charizard actually has like a different cry now. Don't mind me, I'm just typing something. Checking my little guide that I've pulled up here. Okay. You know, it hasn't even been that long since I played this game, and yet I've still managed to forget, like, everything about it. That bodes well for the rest of this. I would like to actually, play through, Platinum. I think Platinum would be fun to play through on stream, because I actually have more options, and I don't have to have, like, weird workarounds, like with the Grand Underground. But, alas, the Platinum is trapped in DS Limbo, and I don't have a capture card for the DS. I guess unless I get one, but I don't really know that, like, what's involved with setting that up. If I could, though, it might actually be fun to revisit some, like, old DS games. Like Fire Emblem Awakening. Or maybe, like, one of the dozen other, like, DS games that just got, like, that would be great if the Pokemon Company could, like, port to the Switch. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I just think that, like, you know, instead of releasing... We don't need a new Pokemon game every like, year or so. I'll live if we can just have, like, an occasional old game ported onto the Switch. No, that's too much to ask for, I guess. I didn't fight this guy? Oh, shoot. He's gonna have, like, level 5 Pokemon. I've been in a really, like, philosophical mood lately. I think, I've been really, I've been, like, delving deep into literary tropes again. Well, literary tropes and also just philosophy in general. It's a interest of mine. I kind of got lost in the Bloodborne side of the video essays on YouTube, and watched this really good one that talked about Bloodborne and its connection to femininity, which is actually really insightful. Bloodborne is one of those games where I would really like to play it, but I'm pretty horrible at like games that rely on reaction time, which is like 50% of Bloodborne, which means that I'm like shaky at best at the game. I'm sure it's like a talent that you learn and you don't exactly innately have to be good at it, But I get frustrated with games like that pretty easily, so I just imagine that it would really be fun for me to play on stream. I do think that it's got a very complex lore and a very interesting story. So I guess it'd be a matter of like how willing I am to put up with like the gameplay versus like being able to like go through the story. Also, here we go. Impeccable timing as always. I'm being terrorized by these idiots in stupid bowl cuts. Why did they do the Team Galactic grunts dirty like that? What's with the bowl cuts? I mean, if I had to rate the Pokemon grunt hairstyles from like best to worst, I mean, all of them are kind of but arguably, I think that, I mean, I think a lot of them were hats, so it doesn't really like matter all that much to like make them look even more generic. My complete objective opinion is I like the flexibility of the... I think that the Team Magma hoodies that they wear, where they've got like a hood on, is... I want to say that that's ideal. Just because... I'm actually going to switch out into... I don't think that Zubat knows a flying move, so I should be fine. But I think that the ideal is like the Team Magma hoodies, because like they could have any kind of hair under there, so it doesn't make it seem like they all just have the same universal hairstyle. Ugh, excuse me. And then maybe like second after that would be anything with a hat, really. Like, I think, like, Aqua, Rocket, like, I don't know if the Aether Foundation counts as a evil team. I don't. I would count Team Skull, so I guess Team Skull. I think they all exist on, like, the same level of they don't wear or they do wear hats, or bandanas of some kind. And I think even the hair that does show under the bandanas is nice. I think it's cute that they gave the grunts in Team Rocket pink hair in the remakes. Even though, like, I don't really think pink has any kind of special connotation. Maybe I just didn't want to give them red hair. But, oh, you know what? Like, Team Plasma does wear, like, hoods or hats, but I think their outfit is really stupid, so... Neoplasma, on the other hand, their outfit is actually kind of banger. I like the ninja motif, because it kind of... I feel like it follows along with the ninjas that, like... What is Ghetsis' posse called again? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The one that just, like, phase in only to give, like, random exposition. And they all look like distant relatives of Kakashi. I don't remember. Like, I don't even really think they're that important in the story. They just show up to give you some exposition sometimes and then just phase away. The original Team Plasma's outfit was actually really dumb. Her hair kind of looks like Goldongo a little bit. Cheese stick hair. Use the ball capsules. I am not doing that. That's not really relevant to me considering how often my Pokemon are going to be in and out of the boxes, because either because they die or because I just need to switch my team around. I wish Saku would learn a flying type move. That'd be great. How did she see me from over there? May I please trouble you for a battle? Well, maybe because you asked very nicely. Because you asked very nicely, I'm going to give you the least humiliating defeat possible. This is actually kind of a bad type matchup. As long as I'm a higher level, though. I think we should be fine. It's gonna be, like, double not effective. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, but Badu's defense is not very good. I forgot. I forgot because my Badu is built like a fortress, apparently. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with that defense. Oh, come on. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with that defense-boosted nature. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but still not ideal, I suppose. It might help me take a hit better. I don't really know if that's relevant, though, like, because I think Roserade's whole thing is supposed to be fast and knock you out quickly. Okay. Ravaged Path, which I'm pretty sure there's only, like, 3 Pokemon that you can encounter in here. Like, Psyduck and Zubat and Geodude. All 3 of which I have already. I could try to fish for something. What level is this Zubat? Ugh, that's not even worth the effort. I guess I could have caught it, but, you know, Dupe's Rock Tomb. Could be relevant. It's definitely not my favorite move. I wonder if I can fish something. Okay, can I have a Psyduck? No? Please? You know, later, I hope I can catch, like, a skunk tank. Like a Stunky, or, like... Can I fish? Or did I not get a fishing rod? Can I register? Yeah, register. We'll just make it this. You know, did they take the fishing rod out of, like, the newest Pokemon games? I think they had it in... Did they have it in Sword and Shield? They did, right? But there's only specific places that you could fish. Could you surf in that game? No, they had the bike. I forgot. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here worth catching unless I run into a Psyduck, so I'm just gonna leave. I guess I'll just catch an encounter here later if I need one. It's not really that important, though. Alright. She's like a flower lady, so she's probably gonna have, like, a grass type of some kind. If I even run into her. Let's have a battle while smelling the aroma of flowers. Can you tell that I'm a flower lady? What was that name? Taylor? Man, these baby names getting out of control. Just spell it normally. That's actually crazy. Why would you spell a baby's name like that? I don't understand people who do that. Who, like, name their baby something, but then, like, they spell it really weird. Like, what's the point? Sometimes simple is better. Just pick a normal name. Who cares? Okay, just checking my new level cap real quick. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We've got, like, plenty of time before that. It's like level 22. Cherubi. Yeah, I figured that she was just gonna have grass types. It would actually be legitimately really funny if in a Pokemon game they kind of did like a switcheroo on you. Where they like have like, oh, this lady is dressed like a swimmer and she's swimming in the ocean, and when you talk to her, she just talks about the fact that she's in love with swimming, and then they just blindside you by like by her having like, I don't know, like electric types or something. Or just something that clearly does belong. Hello! Hi! Whenever I like try to say your name, I'm always just like forgiven. And it's always like such an interesting thing because I think I'm so used to people that have like they usually have like some kind of like name. So I was always like, do I call you forgiven or do I call you silly? Or oh I think I already oh gosh dang it. Forgiven is just okay. So Sime? Or is the C silent? Is it like one of those names where the C is silent? Did I run into this poke? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I'm just gonna run away from that. Sime or Cindy? Okay. Kind of like Sime. Kind of sounds like Kime. Sime kind of... It sounds like Hime, as in like princess. Oh, that guy was gonna... He's probably got like bug types, right? And I can't use cut. I didn't mean to run into him. Oh, thank you. I also have a lot of aliases, actually. Xander is just my name, but XenithXander, that actually, I came up with that because I wanted to change my YouTube name, and I wanted something that I like the phonetic sounds of when something has the same phonetic sound for the first part and second part. But obviously, like, Xander is kind of a like there's not a whole lot of Z sounds. But then I thought that Xenith would sound cool, or Xenith would sound cool, and then I remembered, oh hey, that's actually like a word, isn't it? Xenith. It's spelled with a Z, but I just spell it with an X so that it matches Xander. My old alias, my name is cool already. Thanks, I picked it myself. My old tag handle is like, it, like, I think it's like my Twitter name, like, is still, like, my name on Twitter, but then my handle on Twitter is, like, still my old, URL name. And it kind of outs me for, like, a specific fandom. Not that that's a problem. It's just, like, I think that people who see it are gonna know, like, which fandom it is. Okay, from what I remember, I think these two have Pachi Risu both. Which, I'm not crazy about... I'm not crazy about that. Yeah, I thought so. Because they might be a little strong at this point. But we're higher levels, so I don't think that should be a problem. And, well, Kudaketa can't get hit by electric moves, and... Meh... Mowo will resist it. Oh my god, this, like, absorb's gonna do, like, nothing. That's what I thought. Okay, thank you for stopping by anyways. Everybody's really busy, I think. That's what I get for choosing a Tuesday to stream, but it's one of the only days that I actually have time after work. I could do a morning stream, but I'd have to wake up so early. to be able to do that most days. And I like to sleep in on most of my days. Unfortunately, that's what I get for living in a location that has such a different time zone from everywhere. I legitimately have like no close time zone to me. So I just kind of have to like pick a time and guess. And then just hope that like, hopefully this is a good time for everybody. But like maybe I'll do more streams on the weekend. If I don't stream on Tuesdays, I could try to stream like maybe just all the weekend days and then try to do that in the morning. I could do that and then like, because normally I edit streams on those days. And then instead I can just, what are they, lowering my attack? Well, that's not relevant to me, because I'm special attack. Regrettably. Time zone issues, I just have energy issues, I think. No, that's me. Like, when I got home today, I didn't really want to stream. I was kind of tired. I was at work, I was at work all day today, and, like, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but like at my job, it's been very busy because it's midterm season, which means a lot of students are like bringing me their essay. They want to practice their like projects and such with me. Since like English, I guess, is like people always need their essays looked at. So when I got home today, I was just kind of like, I kind of just want to like do my own thing and work on something else, but I figured I may as well try to keep up a consistent schedule. And then, like, just in my head, I was like, even if I stream for, like, you know, just an hour or two, like, that could be enough. Like, at least I tried. I'm trying to, like, look at this, like, emote. I figured that, like, it's always a more surefire bet to stream on the weekends, when everybody's, like, more awake and such. But I also, like, my thought process was that, like, well, everybody streams on the weekends, so. Although, I have thought about, like, maybe on one weekend day, actually like staying up and doing a stream and then trying to like stream to like C time people, with the only issue that being that I don't live by myself, which means that there's like somebody else in the house who will probably be upset if I'm making noise too late at night. So if I do that, I have to like hopefully like they'll just be okay with me like being somewhat loud. Or just do something that's not very loud, but since most of my streams don't tend to be very chaotic, I think it should be alright. Same, yeah, the unfortunate case of like, I live with family and I cannot be too loud at certain times because they will be upset with me. I also can't stream for very long because I did think about stream 5 a.m. That's pretty early, my dude. Like, for work, I have to get up at, but my sleep is messed up. For work, I have to get up at, like, 7 a.m., and then I have work at 9. And that's, like, already too early for me. But also because of that, though, I can't really screw up my schedule by too much by staying up too late. Like, I have to be generally on, like, the same schedule. You know, like, waking up in the morning time on days that, that I don't work. I mean, that only works about half the time, because I think I've honestly been, like, getting up at noon, like, on days I don't work anyways. So, failed step 1. I do not want to do that. Can I buy some berries? I mean, that's cool, I guess, but... Ugh. Dang it. I wish I could just buy some berries. That'd be really helpful, like, held items right now. I don't really think there's any items here. I know that couple gives you a Jirachi, but I'm not about to use a Jirachi in this playthrough. Especially not with, like, how terrible the growth rate will be because it's a legendary. Like, I'm pretty sure you get it, like, level 5 or something. As of right now... Oh, berries. I want those. Yes. Give that to me. I wonder if, like, I can catch a Drifloon early. That'd be really good, actually. Ghost types are always very good. Okay, she's gonna tell me about how her dad's missing. Can you get my father for me? Yeah, since it's on the way, I guess. Okay. So, this guy's gonna fight us, and then he's gonna lock us out, tell us to go away, which means that we have to go beat up his friends in the meadows. Oh, what do most Team Galactic grunts use? They use, like, Zubats and something else too, because they're like Team Rocket. I think a funny evil team would be like an evil team that are basically just like all manic pixie girls, and they only use like fairy types. I guess like the more scary like fairy types. And then I don't know what their goal would be, but I think that'd be really funny. Ooh, excuse me. Did I miss? Oh, this sucks, actually. Alright. How am I missing this much? Does rollout just have really bad accuracy? Alright, you want to be annoying? Fine. Okay. Just to make sure that it's not really that relevant, but stop being annoying. I wonder if this could be enough to knock out. Ooh, nice. Starters are just so invaluable in this game. I mean, I know they're logically supposed to be, like, you know, good, because their growth rate is, like, pretty even, and, their typing is usually quite good. Like, I think all starters are just kind of live in the realm of, like, just, there's a lot of work that has to go into them. You know, because you imagine that, like, they have to be iconic enough that they can be kind of standalones. Because you get one at the beginning of the game, and there's a high likelihood that the player's going to have them the entire game. And then, like, each evolution has to be, like, you know, good enough to appeal. Although I'll be the first to admit that I think all starters are not made equally. But it would be unfair to weigh starters from a newer gen to, like, an older gen. Like, sure, you might say that Gen 2 didn't have, like, the most impressive starters. At least when compared to stuff from, like, Gen, you know, 8 or 9. But that's not really a fair comparison, because you don't have to be good at something when you're the first. Also, 90 accuracy? Oh my god. That sucks, actually. I could teach Kudaketa Rock Tomb, but Rock Tomb has even worse accuracy, I'm pretty sure. It's like 70%. headbutt. It's always nice to have. It's better than tackle. I might actually go and switch out some people after this, because I know some people would really appreciate some levels. Okay, well, that's what you get for having all bug types. You know, I realized something like way later, that the reason why a lot of evil team grunts like purposefully just seem to have terrible Pokemon is not only, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be commentary on how like they don't really get like, you know, they don't really get good Pokemon to begin with, because maybe they're stolen or something, and they don't like work on training them or anything. But I realized at some point that it kind of follows that sort of like film and like video game trope of just like throwing a bunch of like bodies at like the main protagonist that can basically be taken out in like 1 or 2 hits. Like that, you know, that really common video game and movie trope where it's like, we're not learning that. Yeah, they're just fodder. And like, I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. But like when I did, it was like I was unlocking some secret, because I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, like, man, why are Pokemon grunts so weak? Like, they're just annoying at this point. And it's like, yeah, they are supposed to be annoying. They're just supposed to like be meaningless, like fodder, like that leads up to the big boss. Jar of honey, which I could use to put on trees. Ugh. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let me actually go to the Pokemon Center, switch out some people, because I have a Magikarp that needs to be trained, and that thing's gonna take forever, so... If it's annoying and slowing you down, good tactics. Good tactics. Oh, good tactics it is. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it. I think there's just like a line to it, right? Like, there's a clear point where it's like too much. Like, alright, now you're just being annoying, kind of thing. No, let me see. I'd like to train Saku up. Yeah, I think like there are certain games where it makes sense, and like there's like certain games where you can do it like enough times that uh like that they just do it just enough, it's where it's like not annoying and it's like a proper build up, like especially when they want to slow you down. I think that one of the optimal ways to do it actually is when your character is advancing to a location of some kind, and then like while your character, like, let's say, oh, you need to get to the top of the tower, like just as an example, and if you were to just run to the top of the tower normally, then like it wouldn't take that long, but they slow you down using like little minions that you have to fight like on each floor or something. But the purpose behind it is because like some kind of story is being told at the same time. Like, for example, like maybe the big boss who you have to fight at the top of the tower is like talking to the main character on the intercom, and there's like a certain amount of dialogue that the main character has to go through with the boss. And so ideally, while they're fighting the minions, the player can also focus on the dialogue, and the story can be told. I think in that case, it's not so bad, because at least it serves a purpose to the, like, a game mechanic or story. I can also see it working in other situations too. Like, in River City Girls. Yeah. I think in River City Girls, in the, like, the seamstresses fight, you have to fight all the, like, her little minions. And, that one's not so bad because it's, like, it's supposed to make the fight hard because you have to deal with the big boss along with the little minions, like, slowing you down. River City Girls is kind of different, though. Like, that one's, like, supposed to be, like, a beat 'em up, so it makes sense that you're basically just walking around, like, fighting random people. I think that the best usage is, like, when, sometimes when, like, the minions, like, are easy enough if you know how to handle them, but if you don't pay attention or don't take them seriously, they can actually get you. I think that's, like, River City Girls in, like, a nutshell. Like, the minions that you fight aren't hard, but if they swarm you, or you just don't know what you're doing, or you panic or something, they can actually just, like, body you, and then you just get so mad that you just got bodied by all these little minions. You know, this game and, like, Arceus, I think, kind of made me realize that Cascoon and Silcoon are really big, actually. Like, I always saw them as, like, little guys, but don't they look super huge in this game? Just makes me wonder, like, have they always been big? Or is it... like, am I just crazy? The neighbors are moving around, which may mean you might hear my chihuahua barking. They are so cute. Yeah, they are pretty cute. I have a particular soft spot for Cascoon, but I think it's just because I really like Dustox. Definitely one of my, like, top 10, like, bug types. Although maybe that's not fair, just because I have so many favorite, like, bug types, because I think bug types are, like, bug types are the GOAT. They've been coming out with a lot of baller bug type designs as of recently. I think, let me think. Sword and Shield, the two bug types that they had, like the two token bug types that they had. No, there's three actually. The three ones that they had, all of them super fantastic design. Orbeetle. I know a lot of people thought that Orbeetles look a little goofy looking, but I think Orbeetle looks cool. I like the Gigantamax being like a UFO. I think that's actually pretty, like, cool. Centiskorch, iconic. And the Gigantamax is super, like, super good too. The like, sort of Chinese dragon, motif, really good. Did I flinch? Oh, and that broke rollout. Cool. Well, you're just gonna get it now. Bug types are super banger. Really underrated type. I mean, I think that a lot of more people have been coming around to bug types nowadays. Like, they're not as overlooked as they used to be. God, you can hear my dog in the background, probably. Well, whatever. But yeah, Centiskorch, the Gigantamax form, super good. Frostmoth in general is just a really cool design. It sucks that it's weak to so much stuff. Like, I think Bug Ice type has gotta be, like, top worst, like, type combination in Pokemon ever. It's actually the worst combination. It's double weak to fire and rock, and it's also weak to I'm pretty sure it's weak to fighting, because I think Bug resists fighting, and if something resists one type, no, maybe it's like neutral damage. Fighting is neutral damage. Not that it could take a hit anyways. I think it's weak to flying. It's weak to steel. I guess it's not weak to, like, it's not weak to too many things, but that's being double weak to fire and to rock is pretty devastating. Those are really common types. Also, they got kind of done dirty. Like, how come... I always imagined that, like... How come, like, Frostmoth didn't get a Gigantamax? That's not fair. Centiskorch and Orbeetle got one. Okay. So Mars is gonna have her Perugly. I'm thinking that I might lead with I think I'm going to lead with Kudaketa because she's gonna have her Zubat out first, and I don't think her Zubat can do much to my Geodude, so I think we should be safe to do that. And then I'll keep Geodude. I'll keep Kuda out for her Perugly, and if it looks like things are getting dicey, I'll switch out. I'm pretty sure Culture Chimp can handle her Perugly just fine. Let me see. I'm gonna teach Rock Polish. I mean, okay, I'll get rid of Sandstorm. I don't actually want to keep Sandstorm. It's not really helpful for me. Drinking tea. I should have just used my Vesper teacup, but that thing just sits on my desk and doesn't do anything. Let me see. Yeah, Kudaketa can have Rock Tomb because I can't imagine myself, teaching that to anybody else. What tea? Oh, barley tea. Or as I call it, boricha. Bori is how you would say it in Korean. And cha is tea, so boricha. It is good, yeah. I bought, it's this, you got Earl Grey. Ooh, nice. Definitely, like, a second favorite. I think barley teas for me is just because, like, I'm fine with water, but I kind of wish that water was, like, more interesting. Not to make fun of barley tea, like, or tea drinkers, where it's just like, like, water is just slightly more interesting, like, or tea is just slightly more interesting water, but I think if I had to choose, I would probably choose barley tea. I make it, like, in a big pot, like, at the beginning of the week, and then I, like, refrigerate it because I'm a heathen who likes cold tea. Although, to be fair, when you live someplace that's hot, like here, you kind of, like, under no circumstances would you drink a hot drink. I like how she's like, if you lose, you gotta, like, leave this place forever or something. And it's just like, if you do lose, you can just come back. If I'm mad enough, yes. Like, it's like 90 degrees here. I'm sure, like, there are other places where it gets more hot, but, you know, like, I'm not, like, this month I will go ham on cold ocha. Oh my god, miss me with that shit, actually. Moves that cause confusion are actually the worst. Okay, roll out. Don't. Nar! 35 degrees Celsius. Hold on, let me Google what that is, like a little American heathen. You might have seen my key toggle there for a second. Oh, that does suck. Oh no. Well, 95 degree. Well, that is this expression. Okay, please. Ooh, I forgot I could learn absorb. I'm a. Oh, it's over for you now. You done, kid? Oh my god. I am not faster. Oh, that sucks. You know, I thought it didn't make sense that... Zubat could learn Absorb, but then I was like, oh, because it's like a vampire bat. So it can learn Absorb and Giga Drain. Rock Throw? I'm pretty sure. 90 accuracy. 90... Literally, I do not want that. Bite. I'm pretty sure that's... something I want, yeah? I mean, unfortunately, I've got, like, a attack minusing nature, which is sucks. Okay, this is the problem, child. She's gonna smack the hell out of me with Fake Out. I mean, but how much damage can she do to me? I guess let's find out. I'm the same level and I've got one Harden up. How much is it gonna do to me? She knows Thief? Well, that wasn't really that relevant, so I think we should be fine. Okay, please can I land this? Okay, that's not good. Okay, we got one. Ideally, she's still faster than me. Ideally, we keep hitting these. No, not the... Oh. Gosh. God damn it. Not the freaking Oron Berry. I forgot about that. Without air conditioner or fan. Yeah. I've got a ceiling fan going, and I was even, like, worried about running that because I thought that would pick up on the audio because I don't have an isolation box. Which would be cool to have, because then maybe I could, like, you know... She stole my quick... Please tell me I get that back at the end of the fight. I'm so pissed if she just takes that permanently. I know she can take berries permanently, but, like, if she takes away that Quick Claw permanently... What? No, and then she can use it! That sucks! I hate it here. Okay, you need to go. Nar! I don't think I'm in any danger. This is just annoying. Come on, be gone. And that was a crit. Go away. Be gone. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, that wasn't really so bad. That was just annoying. Alright, cool. This can't be. I lost. Yeah, sucks. Sucks to suck. Whoops, messed that one up. I like a reaction. Just, oopsie daisy. We smashing and smash bros. We certainly are smashing some bros, if you know what I mean. Giggity. Okay. So they say, like, oh, like, there's a balloon Pokemon that shows up, like, on a certain day. What are the odds? Hi, Synth. The way you wrote Synth, I, like, read that, like, wrong. And was like, did you just call him a simp? Like, hi, simp, heart. Okay, Uh... Okay, I want to see what day actually I get, because if I can get it today, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, on a Friday, Ripperoni. Okay, you know what? That's okay though, because I just won't get an encounter here, and then I'll just get my Driftloon encounter on Friday then, because I want a Driftloon. Ghost type could be relevant. Time skips don't work. Just freeze your game for 24 hours. Yeah, yeah. It's alright. I mean, I'm gonna play again on Friday, so I guess I will just catch it on Friday. Um, I just won't get an encounter there. I'll just come back later. Cause I don't think there's anything there that's, like, particularly exciting besides Driftloon, and I think that, like... I mean, I've never really been a fan of, like, ghost flying combos, but... I think, you know, being immune to normal types is really cool. Everything else can be outclassed, yeah. Let's put... We can put Momo back on the team because Kuda is, like, level 17, and I'm not going to be using Kuda against Gardania, obviously. Ghost types are always really good. I think ghost types are, like... Ghost types... I want to say, like, top 3. Just... I don't know if this is, like... this could be considered official or anything, but at least for me personally, top 3 typings for Nuzlockes. I just think that steel type in general is super, super good. Like, immune to poison and, like, resists, like, a billion other things. And then, I think ghost types are also quite good. Like, having types that just have an immunity to, like, something is always just really good. Okay. Is the Valley Windworks considered its own area? Okay. And this is its own little area, so. I can catch something in the grass here. What's it gonna be? Shallows! This could be big, actually. I think, water ground is very good. Okay. Is Gastrodon gonna be better than Gyarados, though? Because I like ground types. Ground types are cool. Immunity to electric is great, especially when there's an electric gym leader. But I don't like having overlapping types that much. Then again, I guess, like, having, you know, being only weak to grass is just really good, because I can't think of too many Pokemon trainers that are gonna have grass moves after Gardania. Okay. I will give Shellos a nickname. And then... Since, you two have been in chat, and I've already got Sinful. Let's see. C-May. See, now you're C-May. C as in ocean. Okay, not awful. I don't hate it. I'm pretty sure Gastrodon's defense is kind of anyways. At the very least, it's not touching a stat that I care about. I enjoy Gastrodon more than Gyarados. Yeah, not the worst one. Not like poor Saku or Moo. I still feel so bad. Moo's got such a bad nature. Okay, I will... Actually, let me see something. I guess this is... we're good like this. We've got kind of a mixed bag, but I think we've got a lot of team members that actually have very good natures. Like, Cake, has a... Cake has a, wow, a terrible type matchup. Okay, I am clearly not staying in. I could have used that Shellos. Oh well. Culture Chimp will be immune to fire. Or not immune, but like resist fire. I mean, I think water type is just what you doing. Playing more Nuzlocke. I beat Rourke already. Oh man, you know what? You guys missed that whole like speech that I gave about like, don't you think that Rourke in this game is like kind of baby girl? Like, not even like a little bit, like kind of a lot. It's specifically his like losing animation where he does like the little like jump skip back and then like puts his like hand on his hip in like this really like tsundere way and then like adjusts his glasses as if he's going like stupid. I just think it's very baby girl. Also, you know, one good thing about remaking this game is that it actually gives Ponyta access to like decent physical fire moves. Like flame charge. Speaking of that, actually, I kind of wish there was a better physical fire move. Like, you've only got 3 options for like a physical fire move, really. At least to my understanding, maybe there's like, or no, 4? I'm gonna say 3, because I know a lot of fire types can learn Flame Wheel and Flame Charge. Or most of them can. And then I also know that almost all of them can learn Flare Blitz. But, like, Fire Punch is a good fire move, but not every fire type can learn it. Flame Wheel, Flare Blitz, and Fire Punch in this game, I guess, yeah. Not every fire type can learn Fire Punch, though. Like, you know, only if you have, like, fists, I guess. Trying to figure out who I want to put away. I guess I will live without Culture Chimp for a little bit. Because I want to train some of my Pokemon. Yeah, not all Pokemon have hands to throw. There's also... Oh, Fire Fang! I forgot about Fire Fang! Yeah, Fire Fang. Fire Fang is really good, too. I also think it's, like, limited to some, like... So, like, in what I was talking about earlier with, like, Ponyta and Rapidash kind of are limited on the physical fire moves that they can learn. Like, I'm pretty sure the only physical fire moves they have, like, that they can learn is Flame Charge, Flame Wheel, and Flare Blitz. Which kind of sucks because Ponyta and Rapidash are, like, have, like, better physical attack. Which is, like, cool, but also, like, Flame Wheel's kind of okay, I guess. And then, you know, to go from that to, like, Flare Blitz is kind of a big jump. It's better than... I mean, it's still better than, still better than what it was in the original games. In the original Diamond and Pearl, if you wanted to use a Rapidash or Ponyta, you'd catch a Ponyta at like level... First of all, you'd catch it at level 20, and the only fire moves that it could learn was Fire Spin and Ember, which are both suck. They both suck. So you'd have to put up with that for a long time. And then, you know, just, like, hopefully you found the HM for, or the TM for flamethrower somewhere and didn't use it already. And then, like, on top of that, like, if you didn't have flamethrower, you'd be stuck with Ember and Fire Spin, which, you know, like, what, like a multi-turn move, and they both got like 40 power or something. You'd be stuck with those for a long time. And then, like, finally later, like, sometime after it evolves, which it evolves at, like, level 40, so you're stuck with the Ponyta for, like, the longest time. Like, it'll evolve and learn Flare Blitz, like, Fire Blast, which is, like, it's got, like, 75 accuracy or something. So the only fire moves that your Ponyta, or your at that point Rapidash would have is, like, Ember, Fire Spin, and Fire Blast. Actually the worst. It was pretty much a necessity to, like, get flamethrower at some point. And I don't think it's an easy TM to find, and you don't get it early either, so you have to be really determined to use that Ponyta. Which I was. I was very determined to use Rapidash in my original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, or Diamond and Pearl playthrough. So I trained it. Like, slogged against the difficulty. I don't think I ended up finishing that playthrough, though. I'm pretty sure I got to, like, I beat Cyrus and I just got tired. Bidoof. Can I handle a Bidoof right now? You can do it, Mo. I believe in you. Oh my god. I want food. Well, then order something. Or is it, like, late over there or something? It's, like, almost close to midnight or something. It's 10 p.m. for you. Sucks to suck. You should have ordered food earlier. Unless you got, like, a 24-hour McDonald's. Are places still open 24 hours, actually? I feel like... Don't make any sudden moves. Toasty strudel time. Yeah, like, because I was thinking about it the other day, and I feel like... Whataburger, but not usually dine-in, though usually drive-thrus. Yeah, I figured, but, like... I noticed that, like, after COVID, I can't think of many places that are open 24 hours anymore, at least here. Like, let me think. Like, we have a McDonald's close to my house, and I'm pretty sure they're not open 24 hours anymore. Like, they used to be, but they're not. They're only open till, like, 10 p.m., I think. America is different compared to everything else. Good luck finding anything open past 3 a.m. unless it's Denny's in the South. Okay, 3 a.m.'s different, though. If you're, like, up past 3 a.m. and you're hungry, like, you're high. It's more like, reasonably for me, like, I could be up at, like, 10 p.m. and like, you know, maybe 11 or something, and maybe I just want, like, a little snacky, or, like, an ice cream or something. But then the McDonald's is closed. Yep, higher didn't eat that day. Yeah. Super huge mood. My favorite, fast food place is, well, this will come to no surprise to people that know me, but I think Taco Bell is, like, the GOAT. Recover? I forgot Gastrodon can learn that. That's really good. How refreshing that was. Taco Bell is ugly. Whatever, man. I've done that before where I didn't eat anything and just eat at 11 and pass out at my desk from overeating and wake up with back pain. I could never... Like, I'm one of those people where unless I am laying down, I cannot go to sleep. Which is why I can't sleep on airplanes. When I had to take my, like, 9-hour flight back from my trip this past summer, I could not sleep the entire flight. I was like, I think I left there at, like, 7 p.m. It was, like, a 9-hour flight, and I ended up here at, like, I don't know, like noon or something, and I just came home, showered, and passed out. They ruined my meal too many times. Taco Baco is ruined. Well, I'm built different. See, even if I get my meal messed up by Taco Bell, I still go back because I like their food. Also, you are too picky, so of course they're gonna mess up your food because you ask for too much. Can I please learn, like, a flying or, like, poison move? Please? Oh. It's just chicken and cheese. What are you ordering at Taco Bell anyways? Like, how you fucked that up? Well, what are you ordering? Like, do they just have, like, a chicken and quesadilla? I remember this one time, a table of 25 came in and got all modified food, and then had the balls to come up to the cooks and hand me a $5 bill. We were pissed. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Taco Bell that's by your place just sucks. Because, the Taco Bell that, like, I have near my place, they don't mess up orders, they just forget stuff sometimes. The entire tip they did was $5. They didn't tip the servers either. Man. Yeah, I think, like, that's kind of what put me off of working in, like, restaurant stuff, like, period. Because I didn't even work in a fancy restaurant, I just worked in sort of like a family place or something. But it sucked. Like, I hated working there. It's not the worst job I've ever had, but it's definitely, like, second, like, ish worst job. And it's purely because people were just mean to you for no reason. Like, I imagine it's because they come in and they're hungry, so, like, they just are extra, like, snappy at you. But man, like, people were just, like, rude sometimes for just no reason at all. The only job that I've had that is worse than that job was I used to work at Banana Republic when they were alive. That job actually really sucked. It was, like, it was just not fun. Not even, like, a measure of, like, fun, really. Like, the job just sucked. And then it was one of those places where they used to make you try to advertise a brand credit card, which is, like, just the worst. Like, nobody likes that. Nobody likes being sold the brand credit card. And then people would just be mean to you as a result. And you just have to constantly be like, look, I don't care either, but I will get, like, they will get me in trouble if I don't try to sell it. Yeah, right, because, first of all, like, it's kind of the combination of the fact that, like, oh, every place has to have a credit card now, I guess. And then, on top of that, it's like, oh, I'm just here to buy clothes, and the clothes is already expensive, and it's just, nobody wants, like, a salesperson to be like, do you want to open up a brand credit card, get, like, a 50% off discount on this sale, and then have to pay off another credit card that you probably barely want to use? Nobody likes that. It sucks. That being said, it's kind of like, I don't want people to, like, be mad at me as a result. It's just like, just tell me you don't want the card and just, move on with the transaction. I guess it's also the tactics too. Like, if that was it, then whatever. But it was the fact that they wanted us to push it. They wanted us to, like, push the card too. Like, if we're like, oh, do you want to sign up for our brand credit card? And then they were like, they'd be like, no, and then you'd they would make you like do the thing where you have to be like, are you sure you can get like a discount on this like thing if you do? And it's like, nobody likes that. I'm not rude when I decline. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it a little bit. Like, there's no reason for them to be really mean about it, but like, I kind of get why they're frustrated because, like, the fact that we had to keep like pushing is probably what made it really annoying. I'm not rude, I'm just like exact. I'm just really exact. Yeah. It wouldn't have been that bad if we could just be like, oh shoot, Medi's evolving. That's nice. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like I could just be like, you want to sign up for a credit card? And they would be like, no. And I'd be like, okay, cool. But it's the fact that they made us do the whole like, are you sure you can get a discount if you do this? You can cancel anytime. You know, like that's what pissed people off, I think. They would get mad at us like specifically because nobody wants to be freaking like told that spiel. And then like you would just look like you would just like have to, you know, like finish the rest of the transaction with them mad at you. It was, yeah, I mean, a few times would get the discount, immediately declined it. A few places got real mad about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the place I worked at, like Banana Republic, also had something like that, where it's like, oh, you have to have it open for a few, like, a certain amount of days, but, you know, like, if they're gonna be really pushy about it, then that's kind of what they get. Like, I guess it was just confusing because Banana Republic. So the thing about Banana Republic is that they are a branch of Gap, right? Um, Gap being that clothing brand that like, and they've got a bunch of different like branches underneath them. Like I think like, they've got Athletica, and like Sports Authority. I think was another one. I don't remember. They've just got like a lot of branches. That they sell different clothing. Banana Republic was supposed to be kind of like their fancier clothing line for Gap. But I think the issue was just like the clothing was just like not worth the price. It's not really like a brand, you know? Like it's not a brand that people would see and be like, "Oh my god, you got like Banana Republic like shirt or something?" You know, nobody says that. But then they would charge you like $20 for a shirt, like a T-shirt. It's like, who wants to pay $20 for a T-shirt when you can get like 5 for $10 at like any other store? Middle class designer, yeah. Like, I guess it's not as expensive as most nice clothing places, but honestly, like, it was just more worth buying nice clothes at like a fancy clothing place instead. Okay, Sinful, we have you back on the team. I'm so eepy. Then go to bed. If you've been tofu brain like all day, then just go to bed already. I'm gonna draw. Let's see. I think low kick should be okay, right? Because isn't Onyx pretty heavy? Gap would have been better if they made it where it was a no brand thing, just a Gap store, and kept the quality drop price because brand drop from clothing and make more money overall. Yeah, like I think because they were trying to like brand, you know, like the whole Banana Republic thing, and it's just like nobody cares about the brand. And I think that was their mistake where they thought that people would care about the brand, and it's like, no, if people want to buy nice clothes, they're going to buy like nice clothing brands. Um because even though it might be more expensive, that's what people like want to have. It was just like weird, and I didn't really understand what their business strategy was. I didn't understand like who were they appealing to, or like the fabric as well. Sometimes you can just tell when things are shit. Be hanging out with the Hehoos. Get out of here, you dumb, stupid animal. Sime grew to level 11. Don't kill me. No promises. I don't know. Maybe if you're not here, I won't be as motivated to save you. Sorry if you hear me slipping on that. Alright, can I get out of here? Like, I don't want to run into... Ah! Okay, cool. I hope I die from an explosion. I hope you do die from an explosion. Hope you die. I mean, if Ranger could evolve, that'd be great. Okay. If I remember correctly... Am I too mean to you? Am I mean to you? Wah, wah, wah. What? What the hell? That's how we lost Vesper Noir. In the lube explosion of 1984. Go hang out with the other bitches. You wouldn't understand. You had to be there. Back in 1984. Those days were hard. But at least we had plenty of lube. Big on thought. Vesty talk, I get it, but that's not even really like a Vesty joke or anything. I mean, well, there was that one time that I feel like the whole, like, the gallet or, like, the super big barrel of lube came up. Knock off. I mean, that could be relevant, I guess. Let's get rid of this. I don't really want this. But, like, that's not really, like, a joke or anything. That's just something I made up. Saku, can you pretty please learn a flying move? Okay, it's not a flying move, but I'll take it. At least now I have something for grass types. Except for Roserade, I think Roserade's gonna be immune to that. I concede you're in a different class. I sure am. Okay, she's gonna have a Piplup. Which... Oh, we're fine like this. Should I play a little? Girl. Karina. Piplup. You know, I think there's 2 NPCs in this game who have a starter Pokemon. One of them's her. She has... No, just kidding. I forgot. For some reason, I thought only, like, this girl, and Gardenia had a starter Pokemon. But I forgot that, Flint has an Infernape. Which makes sense, considering that, like, otherwise he has, like, no fire types. I don't know who thought it was a good idea for us to have, like, an Elite Four member, a fire type Elite Four member who only got 2 fire types because the region had no fire types. Oh, boo, how insulting. You challenged me, girl. That's not your fault. Flint has a Lopunny. Let's see, he's got like he's got an Infernape and a Rapidash, and I'm pretty sure those are his only 2 fire types. And he's also got a Steelix and a Lopunny? Does he only have 4 Pokemon? I could have sworn he had 5. But I can't think of, like, what's the 5th Pokemon that he has. Might be a Drifblim. Yeah, maybe he has a drift blim. I don't know. I know he has like something like weird. Um, his Lopunny knows Fire Punch, which makes it like kind of relevant that he's got a Lopunny. If he had a drift blim, that might actually kind of make some sense because it's supposed to be like a balloon, and like hot air balloons use fire, I guess. And then yeah, I got nothing. I don't know why he's got a Steelix. It would have been nice if they just, you know, made these games based on Platinum, but faithful adaptation, am I right? Ooh, excuse me. We're gonna intimidate each other. Yeah. It's a lose-lose situation. Get leered. You know, Luxray is such a cool-looking Pokemon, and it just sucks that it's not competitively viable. I would totally try to use it. I just feel like there's not really a niche for it. When you're slow like that and you're an electric type, like, and you have to compete with stuff like Excadrill, man. And like if it had better moves and was part dark, it could be, yeah, like the fact that it, like, I don't, you know, like dark electric type, at the very least, like, if not, it wouldn't give it an immunity, but it would at least get stab from like crunch and bite, which it learns already. And with how prevalent like ghost type can be in competitive, that could actually be very useful. I guess not just better moves too, but like I was thinking about how like it's like it doesn't really have, honestly, if Luxray had dark type and more speed and a bit better move pool, it'd be really good. Yeah, like because its attack is like crazy. I remember that being like a thing, is that its attack is actually really crazy. So like you might be able to like body a lot of stuff, like if like I'm thinking like maybe like wild charge, like a wild charge strategy maybe. You could just body a lot of stuff. Um but yeah, like I think the speed is really the problem because like I think when you're an electric type and, you know, ground type is so prevalent in the meta, you just cannot afford to be slower. Like, gives Luxray some coverage with Ice Fang, Crunch. Ice Fang, Crunch, Wild Charge, and something else. Yeah. And, like, I think a lot of people kind of sleep on, they sleep on Intimidate, but I think Intimidate's a pretty decent, like, thing to have in competitive. With, you know, the only issue is that, like, switching in isn't always the best option, but I know competitive is, like, 50% switching in and out, so... Okay, she being kind of annoying with the Pachirisu, so I'm gonna see if I can switch into something better. Well, Intimidate is good. There are just other Pokemon do it better. Yeah. I think I imagine that like everybody under the sun has said this, but I think that like Luxray definitely deserved to have a Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution that made it a dark electric type, so just added the dark type, and like gave it more speed, and then maybe make its attack scarier a little bit, but mostly just gave it more speed. That would actually be like really cool. I could definitely see like Mega Luxray like having a niche somewhere. I once saw a really cool design too for like a Mega Luxray, where it like changed the stripy pattern on its legs into to make them look like bones, and then gave it like this sort of skull like motif so that it kind of looked like this X-ray. It looked like this X-ray style, which kind of jives well with the last part of its Ray name, and also like kind of the trope or like the motif of like somebody getting electrocuted and like their bones showing through their skin. I remember thinking that was a really cool design. We kind of got robbed out of that one. Mega Evolution Staravia. What would a Mega Evolution Staravia be like? Or Staraptor, I mean. I don't know. I think Staraptor's like design is already so solid. I don't even imagine what I would do to it or add to it. Plus, like, I don't hate the normal typing on it. I think the normal typing does serve like its purpose really well. I cannot go this. Yeah, I don't have cut. I can't go this way. Oh man, I just remembered, like, I'm gonna have to pair up with What's Her Nuts. And I'm gonna have to get into a bunch of... Oh. Ugh. Team up battles. Ugh. Look, it's like whatever, right? But can she have done better than like with a Chansey? And I can't even like use her Chansey for free EXP because I won't get EXP for knocking her out. That would actually be kind of like messed up, but I think that would be like a funny way to like grind EXP. Does this count as my first encounter? I guess it does. I mean, technically. Oh well, I'll count it as a first encounter, I guess. We just get rid of the Badu. I mean, I'm not crazy about Baneri, really. Could be nice to have, though. God, stop. No. I mean, yeah, I don't think Lopunny is gonna do much for me in this game. Because it's a normal type. It's good to have, I guess, just in case something happens. I'm afraid to, like, electrocute this thing. I want it to die. Can I just throw a Great Ball at it and it will get in the ball for me, please? 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 Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, who can I name this after? Level 13. Who can I name this after? Let me see. Who's in my, I guess, who's like following me? I remember Babinka was talking in here a little bit. Like a while ago. Maybe I'll name it. Name her Babinka. Okay. Boy, I don't know how to spell. Babinka. Getting a capture card for my DS would also mean I think that I could, like, uh, that I could, like, maybe play Sun and Moon, which I think Sun and Moon are really good games. Hardy. Okay, well, it's, you know, whatever. Neutral nature, I'll take it. Neutral is better than stinky. Ah! Oh, shoot. I forgot. Oh, I have to fight like 5 million different trainers, too. I remember you being further along. Or am I tripping? I didn't get very far, last time. Um, I think last time we stopped, right before we fought Rourke. Um, and then, earlier in the playthrough, I fought Rourke. Um, and then, like, what did we do? Like, I fought Rourke, and then I think I fought the grunts in Jubilife, and then I started making my way up to Floroma. I think that's about the time that, like, you came in, but, yeah, no, I didn't actually get that far last time. I stopped right before I fought Rourke, because I said I was gonna do some... I had to go, and also because I said I was gonna do some off-stream grinding, which I, didn't really do. I mean, I got a little bit of levels, but I didn't really get as much levels as I probably should have. If you were curious, on how I beat Rourke, I just bodied him with Machop, with you. With Sinful Slayer. Sinful really did become a Slayer that day. Oh, bet, yeah. I think, because my plan was that, like, I was gonna use you, like, for, is Beautifly a flying type? Guess we're about to find out. I was gonna use you, like, because you had low kick and low sweep and revenge. I don't think revenge was really that, like, relevant, but use me. Okay. Okay, hentai brain. Okay, random Nuring. My bad. Hey, what up, everyone? It's your favorite Dr. Gladiator, Hitman Assassin, Worms Finalist, Tensai and Hentai. Let's get rid of this. I wasn't paying attention if this was super effective. Did the Pachirisu get confused off of disarming voice? I didn't know that could happen. Yeah, it was super effective. Cool. I like at the level 17 range. Okay, nice, cool. I don't have... There's no, like... There's no box link, is there, in this game? Like, you can't just, like, access your PC, like, on the go? I don't think you can. Okay, I remember this part of the game being kind of a slog, just because of, like, how, like, long it takes to get through the forest with, Cheryl. And I don't think you can skip these fights, either. I'm pretty sure they're all mandatory. Oh my god. Please. Can I get out of here? I'm not even really, like, being... I'm not even really being, like, threatened by these trainers. It's just gonna take forever. Cheryl and her Chansey. Bruh. Like, I just at least want to get to Gardania in the next city over. I don't even know if that's gonna happen at this point. God, finally. Carrying the weight of the world there, man. Spark? I mean, it's better than Thundershock. Even if my attack kind of sucks. Cool. It really bugs me when people ignore my awesome bug Pokemon. Oh my god, Ranger's evolving! Ranger doesn't have to take a back seat now. Ranger can actually contribute. Okay. Confusion. Thank God. So Ranger actually knows a attacking move now. That's great. Okay. Oh, Gosh. God damn it. Ugh. I wasn't thinking. You know, actually, speaking of psychics, does anybody remember that, like, one psychic black belt duo in, like, X and Y, I think? Where, like, when you fight them and they lose, the black belt starts crying, and, like, the psychic is all like, no, it's gonna be okay, we tried our best. He, like, comforts him. That's, like, I think, like, good for them. If I've ever seen true love. I remember that, like, there was a lot of fan art of those two, specifically because of that interaction. Oh, that's how I got confused. Okay. Honestly, though, gay rights. Good for them. So, which one of you is the psychic and which one of you is the black belt in the relationship? Just have, like, a sticker of, like, the really, like, edgy Mewtwo from that one game. Who's Mewtwo and who's Shadow Mewtwo? Damn, I didn't know they were, like, you know, gay hand involved. Good for them. Self-love. You know, shiny legendaries are kind of interesting if you think about it. Because a shiny sort of, like, implies that there are alternative color palettes or alternative colors for Pokemon, right? For whatever reason. So then it kind of brings up the question of, like, is there a purpose to certain Pokemon being a different color? Because if we take the sparkle effect with, like, a grain of salt, like, we might assume then that, like, some Pokemon simply are just a different color. And that may serve its own purpose, or maybe it's, like, some sort of, like, kind of like albinism. Or, like, or it's, like, melanism, where something about the genes has caused it to be a different color. Under that notion, though, it's sort of like, I know that there are different legendaries. Like, it's not just, like, one legendary, like, in existence, because the baby Lugia implies that the existence of baby legendaries. The normal Pokemon might have slight different color differences, while shinies could just be melanism. I wouldn't think albino because eyes don't go white. or it could be white lions of the species that don't survive and will die. Yeah, I mean, I figured that, like, especially in the case where maybe a Pokemon's, like, pelt is supposed to allow it to blend into an environment, like, theoretically. I mean, red. Oh, yeah, red lions. Like, because, you know, just as an example, like, let's say that Eevee's brown pelt is supposed to help it blend into, like, a forest environment, but then, like, a white pelt would make it stand out, and thus it would survive, which is why they're rare. I guess the only exception to this is the fact that some shiny Pokemon do not have huge variations in pelt, but maybe that just could be put up to, like, the fact that the variation in gene that causes the change in color doesn't apply to them. Or not as much as, like, other Pokemon. Like, a green Zubat would get eat much quicker than a regular to be easier to see. Yeah. And, like, I think, like, the thing that fascinates me about the concept of, like, shiny legendaries is sort of, like, it implies that this gene is, like, prevalent in legendaries, too. Well, Charizard gets better while black. Yeah, like, I already acknowledged that there are likely just, it's not like there's just one legendary per game. You know, that's just, like, supposed to be a game mechanic thing. And we know from, if you take the anime as, like, a reputable source for Pokemon information, the baby Lugia proves that there are other legendaries, and in fact they do start off as, like, children. Like, the Shiny Dogs in Zoroark movie introducing that was very nice. Yeah, like, and there are plenty of shiny, like, legendaries that we see in the movie, or not just movies, but, like, the show too. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of them. So shiny legendaries are, like, acknowledged, which therefore kind of brings up the question of, like, maybe it is, like, a gene thing, and it's just an because, you know, shiny Pokemon do not make more shiny Pokemon. Like, it's not like it could happen, but it's not, like, exactly a guarantee. They don't have a more high likelihood of becoming shiny. So it just implies that, like, if there's just this weird mutation that just happens to exist in certain species of Pokemon that may make them a different color. Let me see. Who do I want to bring? Okay, so clearly Kudaketa's not coming. Well, the way I think about it, if there are multiple legendaries, but they are on polar opposite sides of the world, and there only being, like, 1 or 2 copies out of millions, be very hard to find. Yeah, I imagine so. Like, not including, like, you know, strange circumstances. Like, I wouldn't consider the max raid dens, for example, in Sword and Shield, like, a lore-relevant way to get legendaries. I think that's just, like, some kind of weird anomaly that just happens to happen. Or a game mechanic. And that's not including the caught ones already. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a gimmick. Pretty cool gimmick, though, because I caught a couple of shiny legendaries in that game. Like a shiny Cresselia that I caught in a Moonball. Because I like theme stuff like that. And a shiny Ho-Oh, which looks super rad. I'm working on a shiny Reshiram. I know it's only got the one difference on it, but I do think that shiny Reshiram is actually kind of cool. It's a fun gimmick, yeah. Imagine trying to shiny hunt for a Zygarde in the max raid dens. I haven't even caught regular Zygarde in those dens because I keep getting my ass handed to me. Oh god, yeah. You go in with, like, wash my hands real quick. Okay, be sure to wash your hands and behind your ears and brush your teeth. Okay, I think the grass types that the ladies are gonna have are, like, obviously I'm going to bring Culture Chimp because, duh, fire type. I don't think Medi is really gonna be that helpful. Binkabear, I mean, back, trying to, like, figure out, I'm probably gonna end stream soon just because it's, like, about 2 hours, and also because I'm hungry, I want to eat dinner. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what team I want to go into Gardenia's gym with. Let me think. I imagine... Okay, I was saying that I'm definitely going to bring Culture Shimp because fire type, obviously. Um, I will bring Saku because Saku actually has a poison move, and it's going to double resist grass, actually, and poison. So that's super good. I just wish that Saku had a flying move. I might bring Ranger as, like, insurance, like, just in case, because Confusion's not great, but I'm pretty sure Ranger will be faster than most of Gardenia's team, except for maybe the Rose Raid. Say Culture, Sinful, Saku, Ranger. If you evolve Binary with Happiness, you could do Lopunny. Yeah. And would probably steamroll 3. Yeah, I would just have to do the thing where I run around in circles, obviously. Okay. Well, Sime obviously is not coming. I think maybe I'll start training Beak-a-Bear. I mean, if I can get Cake to evolve, that'd be great, but training Cake is gonna be awful. What happened to my Fugi? Did my Fugi fuck up? What's happening? Okay. What level is Badu? Oh, Badu is like level Badu is level like 17. So I could bring Badu for like backup. Luxio could still be good with bite and stuff. Yeah, but that my Luxio has a attack minusing nature. Also, what's happened to me? How come it's not picking up my mic all of a sudden? What the fuck happened to me? Oh, there I am. Okay. Sorry, my PNG kind of messed up a little bit. Yeah, I think Mowo, I mean, I could bring Mowo because Mowo would at least resist grass stuff. So, if in case I just need somebody to like soak up some damage, Mowo would be good. Here's what I'll do. I think maybe if I actually get off my sweaty ass, I'll actually like train and like try to level up some people. I won't keep Cake on the team for now just because, man, like, I'm not in the mood to grind like Magikarp up. I'm just gonna like let Magikarp level up naturally. Excuse me. I'll train like this team and then maybe see if I can get Mowo and possibly Mowo, Beak-a-Bear, and if I can get Mowo, Beak-a-Bear, and Saku to like evolve. And then everybody else will just be whatever level they are at. I think that should be good. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. If you allow trades and want Alakazam, I can give you that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna allow trades. I may or may not just like trade it on like off time or something. Like with like somebody so that I can have like an Alakazam because, you know, having it not just Alakazam but also like Machoke, that could be really, or like Machamp, that'd be really big. I think I've got like 3 Pokemon that need a trade evolution actually. So that'd be good to have. Okay, but I'm gonna end stream. Cause I'm hungry and I wanna make some potatoes. So thank you for coming. I think I'm gonna stream Friday. I might just stream more Nuzlocke. Depends though. I think for Friday I'm gonna stream either my Nuzlocke or I might try to set up like a collab stream with some friends of mine and we might play like Gartic Phone. That's up in the air though. I need to see if they have time actually. And then that's if I decide to stream later in the day. I might actually even do both. Like, maybe I'll stream, like, BDSP in the morning, and then, like, Gartic Phone in the morning, and then maybe, like, BDSP at night. Just try to do, like, a dual stream. Just because. Depends on if I have time, though. I know I have a project I have to work on, and I have to make sure that gets finished on Thursday, before I stream. But, and then, like, I'll see if I can squeeze in something this weekend. BDSP is one letter off of something. You have no idea how badly I've wanted to, like, title my stream, like, I just realized that the game is ruined. You have no idea how badly I want to title one of my streams, like, playing, like, it's like, BDSM, parentheses, real, parentheses, not clickbait, or something. But then I was just like, like, maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know, maybe that's too much. But yeah, like, I think that's what we'll do. So definite I'll try to stream on Friday. It'll either be Gartic Phone if I can get that set up, or BDSP Nuzlocke. Maybe both if I have the energy for it. And then I might try to stream on, like, Saturday. Maybe I'll even try to set up a stream that's, like, at a weird time, like for the Sea Vesties. But we'll see. But thank you for coming. And I actually can show off my, like, ending screen this time, because I finally got that set up. Alright, everybody, good night.